Community may be shifting its focus from the Ebola epidemic in West Africa just a bit, but a group of African women in New York is using food to make sure that doesn't happen. CCTV's Nick Harper explains.
Eating out in New York, these women may seem far removed from the front line of the fight against Ebola. But hailing from the African continent, each feels personally connected, and they fear the focus on the disease is slipping. Saran Kaba-Jones recently returned from her home country of Liberia, where she was helping provide better access to clean drinking water.
The international community has a very short attention span when it comes to Africa. And I think it's important for Africans themselves to take some of these development issues into their own hands.
The idea is to serve up a meal with meaning. South African Roxanne Dysel formed this group, African Ladies Who Brunch, to create a forum for fundraising to promote sustainable development in Africa. They're currently collecting money to help educate Liberian children orphaned by Ebola. And they're trying to keep the cause at the top of the menu of global issues.
It's really important for us to get together and really see the potential of what we could do in New York City as women and women from the African diaspora to strive to make this the African Women's Century. I feel like for the United States, especially in Europe, when they didn't have their own citizens that were in danger or the disease wasn't on their home turf, the story isn't really of interest.
Liberia, Guinea and Sierra Leone have seen a decline in deaths. Burials are gradually being replaced by new beginnings. These students in Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, have returned to their classrooms 9 months after their schools were shut. But doctors returning from the region are concerned about the decrease in media attention.
There's more and more people who don't know that there's still an epidemic ongoing because there's much less talk about it in the newspapers or in TV. So I've been asked, I don't know how many times since I've been back, is there still Ebola ongoing?
This is food with a conscience, a way to address the long-term challenges and effects of Ebola. Here in the United States, media coverage of Ebola has dwindled, even though efforts are still continuing to bring the number of cases down to 0. And until that happens, this group of women will carry on to make sure the fight against Ebola is not forgotten. Nick Harper, CCTV, New York.